The case against taking medications, or why taking medication could not be good for you. Obviously, I'm not talking about if you have a serious problem, you should take medications. But what I'm talking about is when we have some problem. For example, let's take headaches. We have a headache, and instead of treating the problem, we are taking Advil or whatever equivalent thing we have. Or even if it's a little more serious than that, taking medication to mitigate the problem or even pain. It's nothing new I'm saying here, but and some doctors always tell you that pain is good because the body tells you something and you should listen to it. So let's take the headaches example. When you have a headache and you take in Advil, so you have a problem, right? There is a reason why you have the headache. And when we take Advil, man, we think everything is solved, but nothing has been solved. The reason you have headaches could be some lack of a specific nutrient, lack of sleep, lack of any other, or you have some illness coming up. And when you take Advil or when you take a medication, I see that as ignoring the problem. It's like ostrich that in the face of a danger just stick their head in the ground. And I see it as equivalent because you're not doing anything to fix the problem. You're just sticking your head in the sand, not doing anything to actually solve the problem. So there is a problem at hand, and instead of fixing it, we are taking something to take it off, take the edge off. And instead of actually solving the problem, there is a problem here. And obviously it's not easy to solve those problems. Some of those problems are quite hard to solve and you're not really sure what is causing that illness or anything like that. But I think it's a good rule of thumb to, first of all, check if you have the time. Obviously, if sometimes you don't have the time and you're really busy, you have a speech you have to make or whatever, take that Advil. But doing that routinely ignoring the issue at hand is a bad strategy, because that's not going to resolve the issue, and it's like a balloon. It's going to keep blowing away or blowing up until it will explode. That's how I think it's a good analogy. It's just going to keep blowing up. And again, I would like to add that in some situations we should take medications, because sometimes there is nothing to do when you're in, or it's really hard to solve the problem. So some situations it's good to take medications because that's the easy way out, or it's really solving some problems. Some antibiotics, for example, sometimes your body would not get over it, so take antibiotics. Or if you have some kind of a rush, sometimes your body is not able to get over it. So yes, maybe it's better to take medications, but I think in general, the first step should be not taking the medication, or the default should be not taking the medication. Try various ways to solve the problem, and if that doesn't work, then we should defer to taking medications. But the easiness, and again, it's nothing new, but the easiness we get prescribed antibiotics, or even the easiest, or how fast we are likely to take Advil or something like that to edge the pain or edge the headaches or things like that, is somewhat concerning, because we're not solving the issue and we're just going to keep, we are contributing to the problem perpetuation in some way, if that makes sense. So that's it. Thank you.